Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video is going to be a spring wish list video. I thought this would be a fun video to film because in my fashion ins and outs video I talked about how I'm trying to reduce my impulse spending, and as part of that I am keeping wish lists of things that I'm thinking about purchasing and adding to my wardrobe. There's kind of a few different things. Some of these things are more specific and some of these things are more like random things that I feel like I could probably find secondhand. I kind of try to keep like two lists, like one for more specific things that I want to buy brand new, and then one list of things that I'm looking for when I'm looking in a thrift shop, because I always like to go thrift shopping with ideas in mind of what I'm looking for and rather than just getting carried away. Throughout this video I will insert pictures of the things that I'm talking about, give you examples of things that I'm looking for. But yeah, I thought this would be a fun, bit of a different video, bit of a chatty video for this week. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I would really like to add to my wardrobe is a pair of neutral shoes. Now, I have a pair of black loafers that I'm really loving, and for spring summer I really want to add a more neutral coloured shoe. I don't have really any neutral shoes. I have neutral trainers, but I want more of a neutral everyday shoe. But I don't necessarily want like a ballet flat, and I don't think I necessarily want a loafer. I have seen this pair on M&S that I really like, and these look really comfortable. I think they're real leather, so I think they'd be quite comfortable on my feet, and they're only £35, so I think that's a pretty good price point. But I think they would go nicely with dresses and shorts as well as jeans and trousers, so I'm thinking this will probably be the pair that I purchase. But I am still on the hunt, and to be honest with you, I've kind of wanted a neutral shoe for a while, so I do think this is something that I probably will invest in this spring, just because I feel like I really am missing a more neutral shoe that's not a trainer in my wardrobe. These are something that I could dress up for the evening and take them into summer, and I feel like these ones in particular from M&S that I've seen are a classic timeless design that I'll still want to wear next year. I feel like they're not very trend led, so yeah, they're the ones I'm thinking, but I'm definitely still looking around and keeping my options open. But these ones I think I really like, and I think for £35 they're pretty decent. And I think M&S do good quality shoes, but we will see. And then kind of similar to this, like when I was looking for shoes, I came across these snake print mules on H&M, and I really love the look of them. I think they're such a cool shoe, even though they are a snake skin and a little bit more of a statement. I feel because the snake skin is neutral, they would still really work well in my wardrobe with more nude pieces and also with black, because they do have the black in there. And I think they're just a really cool shoe. The only thing I'm slightly hesitant about is the fact that they are mules, and I don't know how comfortable that will be. And then also I have had shoes from H&M before that really hurt my feet, so I'm not sure. I might have to see them in person and try them on and give them a go. But I think they're a really cool shoe. I think they'd just be a really fun shoe to jazz up quite a simple outfit. If I was just wearing like jeans and a t-shirt in spring, I think they would look really cool. And I think they would also be like a good evening shoe as a flat. I'm not really great with high heels, and sometimes I just want to wear a flat for like dinner or for going for drinks, and I think these would be a really fun shoe for that. But yeah, I think they're a really cool shoe, and although they are a statement, I feel they're still neutral enough. They will keep longevity in my wardrobe. They're not just like something that we'll have and then get rid of. Maybe I'll have a look around. Maybe there's other snakeskin shoes that I like better, that I think are more suitable to me and will be more comfortable than a mule, but we will see. Okay, so the next thing that I am on the hunt for is a very classic spring piece, and that is a new trench coat. I do have a trench coat. It is a tan colour, and it's a long trench coat. However, I just feel like it's not really my style anymore. I would like one that's a little bit more neutral, a bit more of a classic trench coat colour, and I would also like one that buttons all the way to the top. I'm not sure if that's a traditional trench shape, but I like when the trench coat buttons all the way to the top. I just like that detailing better generally in coats. Now, the one that I have seen and coveted after for a couple of years now is the Suzanne trench coat. I would definitely want the longer version. I do love the crop versions, but I feel like a longer version would just work better and is a little bit more versatile for my wardrobe. Yeah, I think that looks like almost the perfect trench coat, but it is quite expensive. It's like over £200. I don't know if I want to spend that. I know it is a classic piece and it is a timeless piece that I would have in my wardrobe for a very long time. I mean, that tan one that I own, I've had for a really long time, and that was only from Misguided. I do also really like the idea of owning a vintage Burberry trench coat, but again, that is quite expensive for a trench coat, so I'm not quite sure if I want to spend that money on a coat. Yeah, I definitely do want a new trench coat. It's just whether I invest in a more expensive one or go for something that's a little bit more affordable. I feel like I'm quite picky with trench coats because also what I really like about the Suzanne & Burberry one is the check print on the inside. I think that's really nice. I know the Suzanne trench coat is quite overdone, I think. I feel like I've seen a lot of people wearing it, but I feel like it's a classic for a reason, so I would really like one, but whether I want to spend that money, I'm not quite sure. Okay, and then the next thing has been on my list for a really long time, and that is a new pair of dungarees. And this is something that I definitely want to find secondhand or thrifted, which is what has taken me so long to find it. I feel like it's been on my list for a good couple of years. I have a pair of dungarees that you might have seen me style in some of my styling videos. However, it's more fitted to my body, and I really want one that's more oversized, a little bit more lived in, and I think I want a bit of a more lighter blue. The one that I have is quite a bright blue, and I think I want more of a faded blue, like a classic denim colour, not as blue as the ones that I have. And it's something I'm always on the hunt for when I go to like kilo sales, or if I go into a charity shop or something like that. It's not really something that I want to buy online secondhand, just because I feel like they are something that I would need to try on just to make sure that the fit's correct. I am definitely on the hunt for a new pair of dungarees. They've been on my list for a little while, so I am gonna keep hunting. And then the other thing that I really would like, I feel like I can find secondhand, is a pair of khaki trousers. Now, I have a specific style in mind because I don't want like a suit trouser, but I don't want a cargo. I want like a soft khaki trouser. This is really random, but a couple of months ago, I watched Along Came Polly with Jennifer Aniston in, and there's an outfit that she wears where she's wearing like these green trousers and a white t-shirt, and I really like that look. And if you watch my spring trends video, I talked about relaxed trousers in that video, so I would really like a khaki pair of more relaxed trousers. I'm hoping this is something I can find secondhand because I feel like this is something that was quite big in like the early 2000s. I feel like I used to wear a lot of khaki a few years ago, and I don't really own much khaki in my wardrobe anymore. And I don't really know why, because I used to always love khaki. I remember like that time when everyone had khaki jackets. And yeah, I feel like I'm slowly getting back to that sort of style, and I'd really love a pair of khaki trousers. Just for like day to day, I think they look really cool. And again, like khaki, although it is more of a colour, I think it still works really well within a neutral wardrobe. And like I say, I used to wear a lot of khaki, so I feel like it would work in my wardrobe. I always found khaki quite versatile and worked well in my wardrobe, so I think that would be really nice. But yeah, I definitely feel that's something I could find secondhand. So yeah, I'm on the lookout for a pair of khaki trousers. Okay, and then the next two things are bags. So the first one is a structured canvas tote bag. Now, I saw a brand do what they called their farmer's market bag, which was like this big canvas tote. It had like a section to like put bottles in, a section to put flowers in, and it was like a bag that you would take to the farmer's market. Now, that's not something that I need. I don't need something that big. I don't want it just as a shopping bag. I want it as a bag that I could take anywhere, not necessarily just to the shop to buy groceries. So I have recently seen the LL Bean tote bags, and I really love them. I think they look really cute. I would like one that closes. I feel like a lot of tote bags don't have any fastenings, and I just don't feel very comfortable with that, especially if it wasn't like directly under my shoulder. I would like a bit of fastening. So yeah, I really like the look of the LL Bean tote bags, especially like that canvas with a little bit of piping detail of a little bit of colour, whether that's green or navy, I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, I'm really loving them. I kind of feel like that kind of ties in a little bit to the fisherman aesthetic that I talked about in my spring trends video. That very like casual style. And yeah, I have like a couple of like shoulder tote bags that are like loose and like less structured that I really love, and I wear like all the time, especially at the weekends. So I'd really like a more structured one. I feel like they still give that summery vibe because of the canvas material, but are actually quite practical because I can fit a lot in them, and I just really like the look of them for more of a relaxed vibe. But yeah, I'd really love like an LL Bean tote bag. I don't know how readily available they are in the UK, so I might have to go for a different brand, but I'm definitely on the hunt for a structured tote bag. And then kind of similar, kind of a little bit more elevated version of that, I really like the look of the braided tote bags that I've seen. I just really like the detail. I think it's really interesting. I feel they look classic, but with that braided detail, it just adds a little bit of something to elevate the bag a little bit. I have seen one that I really like from a brand called Bien, I think they're called. However, that bag is like £330, and I don't know if I can justify that price, but I really like the look of the braided tote bag. Again, I would want something with fastening, and I'm quite fussy on the braidedness of the tote. I like the more chunkier braid. Again, I think it would be a really versatile bag because I feel like the braidedness almost gives a nod to summer, but I would go for more of a neutral colour, probably like a black or a brown. So it's still versatile within the other seasons, and again, it's just quite practical because I can fit a lot in it. I have spoken about this before, but I've been really gravitating towards bigger bags recently. So yeah, I just really like the look of the braided tote. I think it's like a really practical bag, but just looks a little bit more elevated with that braided detail. Just makes it a little bit more interesting other than a like standard leather tote bag. Like I say, I love the one that I've seen from BN, but I think it's a little bit out of my price range for what I'm willing to pay, but I'm definitely on the hunt for one. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to mention in this video is actually a beauty product. Now this is going to sound quite ridiculous because I don't think it's even released yet, or it's just released today or something, and that is the Glossier You Fleur perfume. I got Glossier You for my birthday and I really love it, and I also love the Glossier You Dew. And I've seen them advertised in the Glossier You Fleur and I'm totally hooked and I'm convinced I want it, but I haven't yet smelt it, so I definitely need to smell it first and decide if I actually like the smell. But I would really like more of a florally perfume. I've spoken about this before in previous videos. I really gravitate more towards a deeper, more musky scent, so I'm on the hunt for a more light floral spring appropriate scent, and I really like the Glossier You perfume that I have, but I really liked the look of the Glossier You Fleur. It sounds like up my alley. I'm quite fussy with floral scents. I don't like them too florally, or like I'm not really like a rose person or anything like that. But yeah, the Glossier You Fleur is the one that I've got my eye on. I do obviously need to smell it first, but I feel like this is the year I want to nail down my spring summer scent, and I was just like something a little bit lighter and florally, a little bit more feminine than my other fragrances. So we will see. If I don't like the smell of it, I might need to go on the hunt for another one, but I'm very fussy with fragrance. So we will see. But that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what is on your wish for spring, and let me know if you would like to see more of these wish list videos for future seasons. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week in a brand new one. Goodbye.